All right, it is currently 5:08 a.m. I went out with my friend and didn't get home until like 11 o'clock at night, and I haven't been able to go back to bed since then. So I started watching some YouTube videos and then somehow magically stumbled upon um, my old videos. The most embarrassing crap ever. But I watched the video I uploaded a couple of months ago, and I figured it was only right to make an update. So obviously now I know where I'm going to college. I'm going to Northeastern. Um, I'm supposed to be going in the fall. As of now, they haven't shut down the school. They are letting freshmen go back, of course, with safety protocols. But I'm supposed to be going back, or not back. I'm supposed to be going to school this fall. And I obviously graduated a couple of weeks ago. And I think because of COVID, it hasn't really sunk in really quick. If I sound really monotone, it's for two reasons. One, I'm trying to be quiet because my family's asleep around me. And two, I think the drowsiness is finally starting to get to me. Um, anyway, yeah, I think because of COVID, um, graduating really hasn't hit me. Um, and this quarantine has been a very interesting one. That's a whole other like conversation or monologue that probably deserves a video of its own. But I really want to dedicate this time to really think about just like my post high school thoughts. Um, so I'll be going like, what is it, 1,600 miles away from home? It's one of those. And when I first applied to the school, I didn't really think about what I'd be leaving behind. Um, like, obviously, like, I'd be leaving behind some of my friends and obviously my family and kind of just the nature in which I grew up. I don't even want to call it nature, but just like the city I grew up in, I'd basically be leaving that behind. And I don't even care about leaving the city behind. And my closest of friends are going to Boston with me, and in surrounding areas, so I won't be alone. But what I didn't think about was that my family would be 1,600 miles away. And I think one of the positive things that has come out of quarantine is that I've been able to spend more time with my family, because towards like the middle part of the semester, I was really worried about not spending enough time with my family, because I had started like making plans for the summer. I was supposed to be doing a bit of traveling. I had an internship. So I was, I was prepared to kind of just work and not, it definitely wasn't wasting the summer away, but I was ready to have a productive and fun summer. And didn't even think about like that should be the time that I dedicate to my family. So because of COVID and because of the lockdown, I kind of been forced to be in the house, because I am definitely not someone that likes to stay inside. I think I'm someone that prefers to keep to themselves. I don't know. It's a very like slippery road. I don't want to get like messed up because I'm definitely not antisocial, but I still would like to keep to myself, but just outside of um, home, of course. Like I, I get physically sick when I'm in the house for too long. Anyway, um, I didn't take that into accountability when I was planning everything this summer, and so I've been able to hang out with my little siblings a lot more, hang out with my parents a lot more, um, and I really have been able to take this time to just really not even get to know them better. Well, obviously get to know them better, but just, I don't know, just kind of hold on to my roots a bit more before I make this huge transition to Boston. Um, you know, I've really been thinking about like my childhood and the lessons I learned growing up. And my parents were my rocks growing up. I had a very weird childhood. Um, and as far as I can remember, even when me and my parents were on the same page about things, they were always my rocks. And so I gotta give them the credit. And I want to make them proud, not just for these next 4 years, but for however long I live. um, so yeah, now that high school is over, um, it's really weird because obviously I have goals, like that I want to achieve in my life, but it's really weird because there's not like this obligation that I have to be in school. Oh my God, it just got really bright. My goodness. Um, there's not an obligation that like I have to be in school and I have to follow school rules. Not that I'm definitely not a rebel or anything. It's just kind of a liberating feeling not being constrained to school anymore. Um, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see where the next 4 years um, leave me. I hope I. I hope I actually graduate. I don't know why I said I hope I graduate. That's probably the sleepiness talking. But anyway, I figured that I would come in here and share my post high school thoughts. I'm really excited to see where my classmates go. It's a really bittersweet moment. I never. Why I keep on saying I never? Um, there are some people in my class that I wish I would have definitely become better friends with. But I think if those are people that I'm meant to be friends with, then our paths will eventually cross again and I'll see them. But I'm really excited to see where my classmates go with the lessons that they've learned at the school. And yeah, so it's 5:16 now, and I think I am ready to go to sleep. So I'm gonna have to cut. I don't know if I'll be able to cut that out. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. All right, bye.